Hello everyone, this is Shailesh Mane along with project group members Sadashiv Sharma, Chandrakala Jaiswar, Ritaban Sengupta and Neha Bedgiri. Here we are going to discuss our big data e-commerce project. So we've created an e-commerce website comprising of Java technologies and big data technologies. So let's go straight away to the architecture. So this is the overview of architecture. The front end is created using HTML technologies and Java technologies, mainly JSP technologies. For the backend, we have used a NoSQL database. Among the various NoSQL database that we discussed, such as Cassandra, HBase, MongoDB, we finalized on MongoDB for the various advantages that it provides. We will go through those advantages through the course of this presentation. For the indexing purpose and text search purpose, we have implemented Elasticsearch. For quick retrieval through caching, we have implemented Redis. Among the other technologies, we have also used CD and static imaging, and for that we have implemented Cloudinary. So this is how we have created our shopaholic bull.com. So basically these are the 5 components that we have currently on our system. We have MongoDB for NoSQL database, we have Elasticsearch for search purpose and indexing purpose, we have Redis for caching, and we have CD and Cloudinary for quick static imaging. And we have incorporated all of these components through coding in Java and HTML. So now we will go to each of these components and understand why we have chosen these components and how these components became a perfect fit for our application. Now I'll hand it over to Ritaban to discuss MongoDB in detail. Thank you.
Thank you, Shailesh. Hello, I'm Ritaban Sengupta. I will discuss our database, that is MongoDB. So why are we using MongoDB? Being a document-based store, it offers amazing flexibility. So if we see the horizontal scalability factor, because it can scale horizontally and handle unstructured data, it is ideal for pairing with mobile application development and content management system. The next thing is MongoDB is schemaless. So the evolution of MongoDB along with our application will be easier for us when we are using MongoDB. Moreover, query modeling is very much flexible in MongoDB, so it is easier for us to use the DDL and DML commands for manipulating our varied set of products. Last but not the least, the faster reads is another prime reason for us for selecting MongoDB, because we needed our database to meet low latency requirements for read requests at a low throughput. So MongoDB seemed a perfect fit for the need of our application. Now if we see here, we have run the show databases command to show all the databases that are present over here. We are using the ecom database for our project, so we have used the ecom database over here, so we can see switch to the ecom database. And after that, inside the database, if we want to see the collections that are inside the database, so we have run the show collections command, and we can see the products database that we have used for our project. Now if we have a look over here, we have tried to show how we have created the collection products, and after that we have tried to insert a few products with the product details inside the collection products. So here are the commands that we have used for it. Now in this slide we have tried to show how to find a specific product inserted in the collection. So if we search for a product without specifying any details about it, just running the command db.products.find, it will return all the product details that are entered into the collection products. But if we try to find a product with a specific value, we can find that as well. Here we have tried to find a product with the price $4.99, and we can see that we have found just one output for the search and not the whole inputs in the collection. After this, we will try to update the details of a product. Here we have run a search command with this product ID. We can see for the product iPhone 7, the price is $730. Now we are running the command to update the price for the product with this specific unique ID. In case we do not use this specific unique ID while updating the product, it will create a totally new entry with the details for the product. And we do not want any duplicates of our product, so we are using our unique ID to update our product. And after running the update command, if we use the find command to see what has been updated, we can see that the price has been updated to $769.99 from $730. The next part, Elasticsearch, will be continued by my colleague Chandrakala. Thank you.
So as you can see, this is the home page of our application. Here user will enter the value that he wants to search. We have used Elasticsearch for searching the content on the website. Elasticsearch uses Apache Lucene for indexing. Elasticsearch provides capability to store, index, search and analyze data in real time, which lets you extract value from the data. Elasticsearch gives code to searches which shows relevance. We have implemented Redis for caching. Redis is in-memory key value store NoSQL DB. It syncs data to disk every 2 seconds. We have created inverted index in Elasticsearch on product ID and product description. We'll be explaining the Java code now. So once user enters any string in the search field and hits enter, request will come to this find product servlet. Find product will extract the search string and this search string will be sent to search document method. In search document method, we have implemented minimum match criteria of 75% and fuzzy query, and we have also added wildcard query. We'll search the string in Elasticsearch and find the matching product IDs. These product IDs will be returned to the servlet class. Here in this method, we will first check whether the product IDs are present in the Redis cache or not. If product IDs are present in the Redis cache, then we will set this in the PID list, which will be sent to the JSP for displaying. Redis is Redis Java client. If PID is not present in the Redis cache, then we will fetch the data from MongoDB. Here is the query for fetching the data from MongoDB. After fetching the data from MongoDB based on the product ID, we will set all the column values in PID list. After setting the values in the PID list, we will update our hash map with the results fetched from the DB, and this update map will be set to Redis. So next time when request comes for this product ID, this will be fetched from the Redis itself instead of hitting the MongoDB. So that will decrease the time for fetching the result from the DB. Different searches that we have implemented using Elasticsearch will be explained by Sadashiv.
Hello friends, this is Sadashiv. So continuing, so we already have instances of Redis server, Elasticsearch as well as MongoDB running. So now I'll be explaining Elasticsearch and Redis. Coming to our site, we have implemented fuzzy search, wildcard search as well as keyword search in Elasticsearch. So firstly I'll be demonstrating a keyword search here. Now I'll be clearing the console. Now I'll search for any product. So as you can see, I've searched for SLR and this product description contained the word SLR. So here is the SLR. Now when we see our console, you'll see that for every search we have this score associated with it. Higher the score of Elasticsearch, better the quality of the search. This was keyword search. And explaining fuzzy search. So fuzzy means if we search for a string which actually is not present but is closer to the actual keyword that we are searching. So in this example I'll be searching for blouse but I misspell it. Before this I'll be clearing my cache again. So see, when I search for blouse, there is no keyword blouse in this page, but there is blouse. So again, going to the console, we can see here that the minimum match percent is set to 75% and blouse is within 75% of blouse. Now I'll be explaining wildcards. So in wildcards, when we search for any term, in this case wire, not only products that contain wire but related terms such as wired, wireless or any similar term will be included in the search result. Clearing the cache. Now as you can see, we have a lot of products which have wire in terms of wireless in it. So all these products have been listed here. Now coming back to the console, there are a lot of products which contain the term wire have been found out. So as you can see in console, every product containing the term wires have been found out using Elasticsearch. And since these products have been already searched, the values that you are seeing right on your screen have not been fetched from database at this time. They have been taken out of the Redis cache. This cache values have been printed as under the Bose headphone, Nikon camera, Canon camera and Samsung phones all have been picked from Redis cache. Now Neha will be explaining Cloudinary.
So basically we are using CDN for image hosting, and CDN is nothing but content delivery network used to improve users' experience in terms of speed. It works by providing alternative server nodes for users to download resources, usually the static content like images, and these nodes spread throughout the world, therefore being geographically closer to your user, which ensures a faster response and download time of the content due to reduced latency. So we are using Cloudinary for CDN. It allows you to host images on a personalized cloud with a storage of approximately 2 GB, and you can upload 75,000 images on your cloud. So if you see here, this is the personalized cloud where we have uploaded all the product images, and if you click on particular image, Cloudinary allows you to resize, crop or format the image, and it provides the link for that particular image. So this link has been hard coded into the MongoDB in the image field. So if you see in the MongoDB under the product collection, this image field contains the link for individual products, and whenever we hit the application, all the images are downloaded or all the images are displayed through this link via Cloudinary. For example, whenever we do the search or whenever the front end is displayed in the Redis cache, the link to the particular image has been stored. Like here you can see for the Bose headphones, this is the link which has been retrieved from MongoDB, has been stored in the cache, and through this link image will be displayed on the screen. So whatever content, that is the images that are displayed on a front end, have been fetched from Cloudinary, that is the CDN, and during the Elasticsearch as well, images are retrieved through Cloudinary. So this was the use of CDN in our application, and this was all about the different components that we have used to build our e-commerce website. Thank you for watching the video.